You know what? I've got a real issue with that Detroit Lions game where the catch in the end zone to win the game was returned. I can't see how that is not a catch, and a player breaking the plane of an end zone in the air and then dropping the ball before he even touches the ground.
It was weird because he had it in his possession in the air
steps and
as he
fell
landed.
To the ground with possession.
When he was popping up, it rolled out of his hand. Like he was pushing off the ball to get up.
And I thought there was a rule stating that the ground cannot be the cause of a fumble.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
No, that is a rule. Obviously, it doesn't apply to a catch in the same way. But I mean, if the ball squirts loose because of your contact with the ground,
that
is not a fumble.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a player that hit him out, hit the ball out of his hands. I mean,
yeah, it was him popping off the ground.
Fell, 2 feet touched the ground. He fell to his ass, and his other hand touched the ground. And as he was, coming around, he hit the ball to the ground, and it popped out of his hand. That was a catch.
As if it happened to Detroit, though, of all places. As if they haven't had hard enough luck. They've been the worst franchise in the NFL for the past 15 years. And
they still make way more money than a lot of other professional teams.
You think? Well...
Oh, they do.
Maybe just from TV rights and stuff like that, because the NFL makes so much money.
In the top 100 most profitable sports franchises all over the world, every NFL team is in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
It's a well-known stat, Thomas.
Okay, well, you're going to have to qualify that.
Well, I heard that from a friend, so it's hard for me to qualify that.
And your friend heard it from a friend who heard it
huge
from...
into the NFL.
Yeah, okay.
I believe him as a...
All right. Well, I probably believe that.
And I'm sure it's easy enough to look up. You want to Google it right now, Tom?
Not particularly, but I'll take your word for it. Well, I believe it, but it doesn't change the fact they've been so bad for so long. Barry Sanders, that was the last time they were relevant, mid-'90s when Barry Sanders was there. That's when they were good.
Yeah,
they haven't been good since.
Taylor was still on the air.
Yeah, maybe that was... I think that when that show went off the air, he cursed the franchise. Right? He had a Lions fan on every time he was working in the wood shop. The Taylors loved the Lions.
Loved the Lions.
Tool Time loved the Lions. The Lions haven't been the same. You're right. And one of them had Barry Sanders on his wall. It might have been JTT. I think JTT had Barry Sanders on his wall.
Can you explain who JTT is for any
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who I've actually heard is gay, so maybe that's why Barry Sanders was on his wall.
He's gay. I mean, that was well known.
Is that a fact?
Oh, yeah.
Is it? I've just heard that in passing.
No,
I don't know why I'm talking to my friends about Jonathan Taylor. That didn't help that I know his full name either, does it?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He was relevant and a...
When I was in grade 5 and 6,
icon.
My girlfriend... They loved him.
Only when he was really
drive
young.
Me nuts.
Really young.
Yeah. He would have been a couple years older than us or whatever, but...
Oh, who the fuck knows?
JTT. None of those people have really done anything since that show, eh?
That's really... come out of the closet, it can ruin your career,
Well, what about the other ones?
You're known as a
Brad and the younger kid.
Brad was never popular.
That's
he
true.
Wasn't good looking enough.
Mark.
And the other kid,
he went goth. That was
weird. He portrayed a weirdo. No one wants a weirdo.
No. Tim hasn't done much either, though.
Well, he went to prison a couple times. He had some issues.
Beforehand.
No.
Back to cocaine while we're on the...
And he did all those couple blockbusters,
Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus.
Santa Claus 2.
Santa Claus 2 and that one where...
Why does he always go... Ha, 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 ha.
Oh.
And then the... Ha, 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 ha,
Because it's just changing it out.
What is that?
I don't know. You could say that about a lot of comedians.
I know.
Where did you get that? That's your trademark.
I know, but that's his way of just when something's good, Tim, you built that so well. Oh yeah.
It's it's a very manly thing.
I guess.
Maybe you don't get
it. The funny thing is, he always talks about manly stuff: sports, cars, tools. But he looks like such a pussy.
Man.
Is he?
Why is he? How is he a pussy?
I don't know. He just looks like a little bitch.
He puts his life in danger every time he juices up the fucking washing machine or.
Well, he's got Al looking over him to make sure everything goes perfectly.
Yeah.
Al Borland.
Al Borland.
There's a man I'd like to have as a friend. Put up.
Bengals. I like them.
The Bengals?
Yeah.
Just because of T.O. and Ocho?
I want them to mesh well together and really
Isn't it
succeed.
insane that he actually changed his name to Ocho Cinco?
It's pretty... it's pretty arrogant.
Just think of that. Think of that. I keep thinking it's still a joke every time I see the highlights. And they have to say it now. Yeah. They can't even call him Chad Johnson. Like, it started off as a joke, and the announcers would be like, and there's Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson with the reception. He's trying to go by that. That's not going to fly. And now these, like, just...
And Ocho Cinco with the reception. He had 137. Ocho Cinco with 137 yards receiving.
Yeah, and they're actually like putting emphasis on it, like, oh, Ocho Cinco with the big grab. That's 2 touchdowns on the year.
Ocho Cinco, thank you. Beautiful.
Ocho Cinco brought his game face today. Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco.
No. It's the most ridiculous.
Don't try to refute it.
Think of that. Like, how absurd is that?
Oh, it's completely
It's insane.
Do you remember? It's
almost racist.
You know what it is?
Isn't it racist?
I don't know.
If I was Spanish, I would be like, really?
Is that Spanish?
I think.
I don't know. I'm not enough.
It's Mexican.
It's Mexican sounding.
Yes. Ocho Cinco. It's Spanish.
Ocho Cinco. Sure.
What else would it be?
A whale's vagina.
What else would it be?
I don't know. Could be Portuguese or something.
Portuguese?
Who knows what it could be?
It has to be Spanish. They speak Spanish in Mexico, right?
Yes. But he's black.
Yeah, I know, but...
Where's he from? New Mexico?
No, actually, I think he's from, like, Washington.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the YouTube clip when he was on SportsCenter and he says, Michael Phelps isn't that fast? I have about 5 friends that could be Michael Phelps in a swimming race right now, and I'm one of them.
You know, he won the backup punter job, eh?
Yeah, I saw him do it. He kicked a punt last year. It was good, too. Yeah, he bombed one, like 50 yards.
A field goal.
Yeah.
And he can punt and, like, he won the job. I'm surprised he's not demanding more money.
I'm surprised he's still in Cincinnati. You think he would try to go somewhere where he could just, like, really be in the spotlight? Like, Cincinnati's kind of the purgatory.
He brings the spotlight to
It's true, but think about it.
And
like,
with Terrell Owens there now, I mean...
Before he was there, Cincinnati was never in the news. Since he's there, Cincinnati's always in the news. He's always doing something.
I know.
And T.O., like, give me a break. That's out of control. I want to actually see them be buddies, though. I want to see them, like, coexist. But, too, because their quarterbacks suck. They'll probably finish dead last this year. And
you know what Buffalo should do? Move out of Buffalo, the fucking armpit of the U.S., and come to Toronto and let us have a fucking NFL team.
I don't even want one.
Oh, you're nuts.
You really want one?
Yeah.
This has been an Unsportsmanlike radio production, and if you didn't like it, then... Yo!